What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hurt Business Podcast. My name is Faris Sharari, one half of the host, and I'm joined today by my brethren, the other co-host, the Reed Bodman.
What's going on, baby? We back.
We are back. We are back. Both of us are fresh off vacations at this point, as you can see with this nice little tan I got going
I'm
on.
a month and some change off vacation, my brother. You're the one fresh off, bro. How was Mexico, man? You like the name too? I came in proper with the name.
You sure did. You sure did. Mexico is always beautiful, man. Mexico is probably one of my favorite places to travel to. We didn't have like the bestest experience at the resort. There was fucking, oh man, that's a whole nother story, which I'll save for another day. Maybe at the end of this podcast if you're really interested. But it was Mexico's awesome, bro. If you haven't been, make that your next destination.
Haven't been to Mexico. I know you've been like 3 times at this point.
This was my third.
Honestly, resorts are kind of sketchy to me, man. I think like some of the shit that be happening on resorts, bro, is like, oh
man. Yeah, this one was for sure sketchy. It was like open concept, so there was like animals roaming around, like wild Mexican raccoons and stuff. It was crazy. But yeah, weird stuff goes down at the resort. This was the second time I stayed at the resort. Definitely one of like the worser times. The last time was fucking flawless. But this time was strange. But the second time I went to Mexico, we went to like CDMX, like downtown. Like in an Airbnb. That's
how you do it, bro.
That's where it's
at, nice, bro. But like you gotta really be in the city, bro. Yeah. You gotta really enjoy it.
Especially in Mexico, like you don't realize how rich their history is and how much like museums they got. And they taco tours. We did like a tequila tour. There's so much to do out there. So Mexico's beautiful, bro. You gotta get out there. But yeah.
Right out of 10, man. Let's see it.
You see the tan too? The Mexican sun did me right.
I should rate the trip out of 10.
Out of 10? I would give it like a 7.5. And the only
that's not bad.
Yeah, this one, the one to see DMX was like a 9.5. That was like a perfect trip, damn near. But yeah, this one, the resort was strange. That's the only reason.
Average experience.
Yeah, our flight back got canceled and rescheduled for the next day, so we had to get put back at a resort on Delta's budget, so not in a way nicer resort than we originally stayed at. So it wasn't like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I got crazy stories, man. Like with traveling, bro. Like just traveling itself. Like I've been in some sketchy situations, man. Like if anybody watching knows about the Frankfurt airport in Germany, I've made one flight there, bro. I've been to that airport 4 times. And I'm 1 for 4, bro. I'm making a flight there, bro. I don't know what it is with that airport, but it's overly massive and they're just slow with everything. So whenever you have like a connecting flight, I always miss it, bro. Always. I made it 1 time, bro, and it was coming back home recently. I had 1 hour, bro, to go from one side of the airport to the next, bro. And mind you, that hour was already ticking as I was in the plane already.
Yeah.
Like deboarding to get to my connection flight to go home. Like that hour was ticking on the plane, bro. So I had to walk like 30 miles and then fucking go through passport control, which is relatively nothing if you're going from, one country to the next. But for US citizens for that matter. But bro, I've had nothing but bad experiences flying, bro. But all things considered, some of the shit that happens with these planes, I've had relatively a pretty normal experience compared to some other shit that happens on planes where you have people fucking. I seen a video earlier. This guy was fighting a police officer on the plane.
Oh, I think I seen this. He like kicked him in the leg.
He kicked him in the butt.
Yeah. He was looking for it though. That cop should have beat his ass.
So I don't have shit like that happening to me,
but yeah, I feel the airports, flying, it's always an adventure, especially like when you're in another country, things are in other languages. Germany, like I could see that being an issue. People aren't speaking English, signs are in German. It's like where do I fucking go? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out Delta for putting us in a nice ass resort for that extra night, getting us back here safely and on time. And yeah, man, Mexico's beautiful, bro. You got to get out there.
That's nice.
You got to get out there. Forget Germany, bro. Don't go that way. Go south.
I'll check it out. I definitely got to explore my horizon, expand my horizons. Going to Europe a lot, so I'll try Mexico. I'll try Mexico next time.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, enough about traveling. Enough about airplanes and dilemmas. Let's talk about some fight stuff that we came here to talk about today. We're recording this on the heels of UFC 318. As Dustin Poirier laid down the gloves last night in Louisiana, right after Max put on a fucking beautiful performance, which we'll get into. A pretty decent card. We'll talk about all main card things, maybe a little bit of prelims, and then some boxing at the tail end.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. What'd you think though, Max and DP? The fight, not the curriculars, just the fight itself.
Yeah, the fight itself. I mean, yeah, Max. Honestly, yeah, we talked about it a little bit. That barely talked about it, but we exchanged messages. It's crazy to see him he's 33 years old now, 32. He's at the tail end of his career. Like, this is pretty much like Max's fine. This is like Max's victory lap, in my opinion. Him stepping into lightweight is like, this is like the victory lap, in my opinion. Like, I feel like he's coming towards the tail end of his career here. I mean, bro, he's got over 30 professional fights in the UFC alone. Like, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. And to think that, like, he's done it at such a young age and, like, he's accomplished so much at this point. But, yeah, he just looks so good in that frame, man, at 155. Like, incredible. Like, nothing really changed, honestly, for Max. Like, it was really, like, a classic, like, Max Holloway performance. You know what I mean? Just a lot of output, very active. Combination striking, a lot of kicks. Like, it was very classic Max Holloway, but like, I was a little shocked to see like Dustin Poirier was bearing on some of that stuff. Like, Dustin's usually a lot more durable than that, but like, he looked a little squishy out there, man. And I feel like, on your last night, in the octagon, like that was a little telling of, for it being his last fight. He didn't look like really like Dustin Poirier in there, in my opinion. Like, Dustin's capable of a lot more. Obviously he's older, so that's going to come with that. But Max Holloway looked really good, and I was thinking about that a lot. I was like, is Max Holloway look really good, or is Dustin Poirier just Dustin Poirier? He's 38 years old, like, or 37. Like, is he just old, or is Max looking good here? Like, it's kind of hard to like differentiate that, in my opinion, but I think it's a combination of both. You know what I mean? Like, Dustin's still Dustin Poirier at the end of the day. Like, he's going to give you a fight, but Max looked incredible, man. Literally looked incredible. Like I said, see Max just bigger, stronger, but not really too much on his performance. I thought like it was a very typical Max Holloway performance. Over 200 plus strikes landed. Majority of the punches that he's thrown were significant strikes. Like, everything that comes out of his output is like he's trying to hurt you. But yeah, he looked fantastic, man. Like, I really don't have too much to say about him at lightweight, but I'm curious to see where he kind of fits in with like somebody that's not to say anything bad about Dustin because he's older, but like, I'm interested to see Max Holloway fight like a real 155er, at this current point and in this current state of Max Holloway. I want to see him fight a real 155er. That's what I'm excited for next. And just curious to see what he does with that, because this is a whole other journey, man. Like I said, like this is huge for his career, and to put the guy out on on his to be the party crasher, I should say, is a little bittersweet, I would say. I don't know if you would agree with that, but I'd say he's the party crasher. But it's, you don't want to see either of these guys lose. I feel like I would rather have seen Max Holloway lose, but it's nice to see him get his one up and put the guy out. Put the guy out respectfully. He didn't knock him out. Put him on with some grace. Yeah, that's what I think of it. I don't know. What did you think? Like, I'm probably rambling, but
yeah, you said a lot there. I thought it was agreed. I thought it was an awesome performance by Max Holloway, and I thought DP at first he was a little bit slow once he got dropped, he kind of woke up. I think second and third rounds is when he kind of, started putting the pace on him. But yeah, Max definitely won that fight. I disagree with what you said about calling this kind of like the tail end of Max. I definitely think like the majority of his fights probably are behind him, but this last night definitely felt like it should have Max been a 55er all along. Did he go to 45 and just run that weight class for no reason? Should he have always been at 55? Is he really this good with all this size? And maybe DP's a little old, but this isn't Max's first run at 55. He just killed Gaethje at this weight class, and Gaethje's a legit 55er. He's not small or ever made 45 in his life. So yeah, this feels like a rebirth. This feels like Max's chance at another run for another title at another weight class, and I'm pumped to see, dude. There was moments where like DP was against the fence and he just unloaded combinations, and it was like I just think of playing like UFC 5, just hurting somebody, and like this is my moment to get him out, so I'm just gonna spam buttons, and that's what Max did. He just like spammed combos, and it was perfect. You just see like DP's head just like being like, just getting smacked around, and yeah, Max is the man, dude. Max is the man. And then like you said this via text, and I couldn't agree more about the classy move on the mic afterwards. Jumped on, answered DC's question, called out the champ, and then it's like, yeah, this is his moment. I'm gonna let him have it, and I'm out of here. And then he spun the block. It was like, you guys aren't loud enough. Give it up. And then everybody just went ballistic at that point.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, that was a special moment for sure. I guess what I meant to say was he's at the tail end of his career in a sense that like this is probably the last like era of Max Holloway that we'll see at this lightweight division.
Yeah.
And not to like say Justin Gaethje's not like a legit contender or Dustin Poirier isn't either, but like Max like legitimately looked a lot bigger than he did in this fight than he did in that Gaethje fight. And I feel like he really came into that frame with this fight. And I feel like that he was kind of testing the grounds a little bit with that because he looked really skinny in that fight. He still looked like a featherweight in that fight, which is crazy. But yeah, to see him like really fit in that frame in this fight was insane, bro. Like, dude, he's coming from like 2 weight classes down. Like this guy's been everywhere, bro. And to see him in this weight class and look bigger than Dustin Poirier, I don't know, man. Was Max Holloway weight bullying all these years, man? Like,
that's what I was asking myself yesterday. I'm like, was he a lightweight all along?
Yeah, bro. He might have been weight bullying, man. I'm not gonna lie, because he looks really natural in this weight class now. So to see that kind of made me happy. So a lot more years to come for sure. I'm not saying this is the end of Max Holloway, but this is the last time we'll see Max Holloway ever in the UFC. We'll be at this weight class.
Yeah.
In my opinion, what I think. That's what I think. But yeah, fantastic performance. I thought he just looked fantastic, man.
Yeah.
He still had the speed, still had the power. Just a new weight class.
And so's fast, bro. Like, there was moments where DP was standing in front of him, and then Max would like explode forward and hit him with like a 6-punch combo. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Just like in his face, and DP like he had no answer. He could have been the oldness, could have been the youth of Max, but yeah, Max at 31 is like really like 35. Like he came into the UFC at like 18. You know what I'm saying? So like
crazy.
His 31 isn't a normal 31, but this could just like Max just could go on and like put on a resume of the greatest fighter of all time if he like goes on and redeems himself against, like, he wins one more, he fights like an Armand or like a really tough lightweight. That would be sick, right, Armand? No reaction from you, but I thought you'd like that one.
I mean, yeah, Armand's a legit contender. Those are the kind of guys I'm talking about. Like Armand would be a great fight. Charles Oliveira.
Do you want to see that though? I heard Max call him out, but I'm like, I feel like that's the least I want. That's Max versus Charles.
Did he call him out? I thought he was maybe talking about. I thought he might have been talking about Ilya there.
If he for sure was. I'm talking in the post-fight scrums.
Okay.
Yeah, he mentioned having the history with Oliveira, and he wouldn't mind running that back. But I'm like, is that exciting?
I mean, it's a fight, man. It is. I mean, it's two legit guys. I mean, Charles is like, I don't know. For me, like Charles kind of died for me the last fight. Like that was pretty much it for me for Charles. But like Max, but Max Holloway, like with a Charles Oliveira fight, I'm not gonna say no to that. You know
Yeah,
what I
that'd
mean?
be sick. That'd be sick.
I won't say no to that. But what do you think about it was pretty funny during the post fight press conference. Uh, Dustin Poirier, we talked about it a little bit. I was like, dude, Dustin did not look like he wanted to do that last 10 seconds with Max Holloway. And he even said it in the press. He was like, dude, I threw like 3 punches with him, man. And then I was like, man, I don't know about this anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna have to grapple. There's only 8 more seconds up there. Yeah, I heard him say that.
Yeah,
And I'm glad he addressed it because we all seen it, and like he could have got on the mic and been like, "Nah, I know I was throwing strikes or whatever," but he was honest. You know, he's like, "Yeah, I didn't want to see what that full 10 was
You're
about."
in the home stretch. You probably know you lost the fight. Like, don't get knocked out on your last
At home in front of all your people,
in front of all your people, in front of Lil Wayne. Like, don't get knocked out.
Yeah,
That guy.
which, yeah. Now you bring up Lil Wayne. I was all week. I was so confused about
No
the
reason
whole.
to be there. He had no reason to be there. I would have been much happier in his position. Theo Vaughn was there instead of Lil Wayne.
I mean, point. It's
No
because
reason
like
to be there.
Dana always talks shit about like how boxers will walk out with the artist while the artist is performing, and he always like talks down on that and says like the UFC will never do that. So whenever last week everybody's saying that Wayne is gonna walk out DP and that's so big, I'm like, hey, is he gonna perform? Will there be a mic in his hand? Homeboy was in like the end of the line behind security, just like walking,
zoned out, bro.
Yeah, like what was he there for? What was he? I mean, Weezy's. It's we're not from Louisiana, so we don't understand.
Louisiana legend, but like
we don't understand his significance to that state. But in that moment, it felt very useless.
Yeah, he was just there, bro. He was entourage, bro.
Yeah. Which Theo Vaughn showed up like 3 hours before the prelims even started.
Yeah,
like,
he didn't walk out with Dustin.
That's the guy that should have walked out with DP. I agree with you.
Yeah, it was a very interesting choice.
That was a strange one. But also another thing I noticed. You notice how big Rush is, bro? Remember when he was a little baby? Max's son?
I was saying that, dude. He looked like a cool kid now.
Yeah, he looked like a cool kid. He walked in with
he looks like a cool kid now.
He walked in with Max and Max's his mom, like the fam walked in. I was just like a cool graphic, just the 3 of them. I'm like, oh shit, Rush is a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy now.
Yeah, he's in like the embedded surfing. I'm like, respect, Rush, respect. But yeah,
man, that's it for Dustin, man. That's it, bro. Diamond's out. Bittersweet, man. Bittersweet stuff. But you know what? He had a good career, man. He came to the UFC early 2011, man. Put on some of the greatest fights we've ever seen, man. Yeah. What's your favorite fight from Dustin Poirier? It's always gonna, for me, I'm sorry, it's always gonna be that fight with Dan Hooker. Like that fight was just, there's just no better fight.
Yeah,
in my opinion, there's just no better fight.
Yeah, you do this thing where you ask me a question and then you answer the question and don't give me a chance to answer and then ask you, which is great. But it's not how you ask.
I'm just giving mine. Like I'm just like it's in the moment, you know.
Yeah, I agree. That one versus Dan Hooker is an all-time DP moment. But I'm not gonna, for the sake of not agreeing and giving another awesome moment, for me would be the Benoit Saint Denis fight. Like he was an old head, counted out. He was a huge underdog. Like he wasn't supposed to win that fight. BSD was like the new young Frenchman. I mean, this is before we knew he was a fraud, right? Now he's kind of like poopy stinky. But back then he was like the next thing up there.
Yeah.
And DP took the fight when nobody else at lightweight did. Remember, everybody was like, I'll wait for the title fight. I'll wait. DP was like, nah, I'll take the young guy. And then smoked him, knocked him out. And the crowd went wild. It was an awesome moment. So, yeah, that was cool for me.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that he fraud checked him. Like Benoit could have went off and had a great career and been a legit 155, or he probably could have fought for a title by now if he didn't fight
DP.
If he didn't fight DP, in my opinion.
Maybe.
I think he just got really, really and no hate towards Dustin. I love Dustin, but like, yeah, Benoit is just, he should have won that. And I had Benoit winning that fight too.
Same.
And yeah, he just hasn't looked good since, man. He hasn't looked like the God of War.
Yeah, Yeah, this wasn't a moment to shit on BSD. This was more
No,
so to.
yeah, absolutely not.
Sorry,
Absolutely.
BSD. Sorry you caught a stray, gang. Didn't mean that.
Yeah, it's like statistically, it's like he's supposed to lose fights like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
yeah,
it just goes to show you how good he is. You know?
yeah, yeah. That's why that moment for me was probably one of the coolest DP moments. I mean, the third when he knocked out Connor was sick too.
Yeah, but that fight was it was a good moment. It was a good moment.
Yeah,
That was a good moment for him in his career, but it wasn't like the most exciting fight.
fair. Agreed. Yeah, I have no disagreement for that one. The second one was pretty interesting. Him and Connor. That one was wicked fun.
Yeah, Connor snapped his leg.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was like no crowd. Yeah, that one actually stunk. All right. Enough on DP. Congrats, baby. I hope retirement is well for you and we see you on some analyst desks and you around the sport moving forward.
Apparently, he might be doing some shit in Hawaii
Max?
with Max Holloway.
Let's do it. I love it. And for Max, still the BMF champ. Hopefully he gets one more and then lines up Ilya and actually gets that one.
I'd love to see Dustin like. He probably would never do this, but I'd love to see him like coach somebody, coach the next talent.
I think he was asked about that this week, and he was like, "Yeah, that doesn't motivate me."
Yeah, but it's like, dude, he'd be a sick coach. Like he's just got toughness. I feel like he'll push. Like if he was really coaching somebody, I feel like he'll push somebody to the next level. Yeah. Because like you can't like you're not gonna get somebody like Dustin Poirier ever again in the UFC. Like he really is one of a kind. Like there's really nobody like him. Yeah. So I feel like you have him as a coach, bro. Oh my god, you get another level of toughness, and I feel like he could spot that on anybody. Like, yeah, this kid's got something. He could really change somebody, but I don't know.
That'd be cool.
If it's in the cards for him, but
that'd be cool if he took that route. Those guys, I feel like the big these guys when they retire, they always have that as an option. They can always do that if they want to. Like coaching.
He's coaching like Division I wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. And DC's doing like a million different things. I'm like, DC, do you got time for the family, twin?
Dude, he's doing like podcasts. He has a show with Chael Sonnen. He's doing the Contender Series. I don't know if he's coaching wrestling anymore with his schedule, but
I think he is. And then he's like commentating NCAA tournaments. I'm like, God damn.
He's doing everything, bro. He's very, very active after his UFC career ended. Yeah. Can't really say the same for John Jones, but
except for his Twitter. His Twitter has been pretty active.
What the fuck was up at the so John Jones is coming back now? Did you see that bullshit?
That bullshit. This is what he does.
I guess everyone wants to see a comeback.
He's just like wiggling it out. He's wiggling out in front of us, just teasing us. Like,
yeah, you're milking it now, buddy. We don't even care if you fight Tom Aspinall or not. I don't even care if he comes back and fights Tom anymore. That aura is gone. His aura is depleted, bro.
He's gonna come back.
Your career is a sham, bro.
All right, man.
Your career is full of steroids and wife beating. All right, we're done.
At least one time a podcast, it just comes up every time. You just got to.
You would never do that.
Yeah, you can't just let it pass. Anyways, moving on. Your favorite fighter's least favorite fighter, Paulo Costa.
All right, bro. Here we go.
Paulo Costa defeated Roman Kopylov, and I thought a good performance by Paulo. Paulo looked pretty good out there.
Nah, he looks solid, man. And this is the underdogs are coming out this fucking card, bro. Obviously not Max Holloway, but the underdogs are coming out, bro. Like Paulo Costa, honestly, over the years, bro, I had nothing. Like a Paulo Costa fight, I don't even know what to tell you anymore. Like this guy has shown the most ridiculous unprofessionalism over the years. He's very unserious, and he hasn't looked the same. He hasn't looked the same since Israel Adesanya knocked him out.
Whooped his ass.
And he looked mad professional this fight camp, man. I'm not gonna lie, he took it very serious, and I didn't want to believe it, but yeah, you look great, man. Honestly, like Roman, he fought him how you're supposed to fight Roman, but I feel like Roman was a little reserved, man, and that was weird to me, man. Like it's just crazy, dude. Like this guy really has something, bro, and then he just does bullshit every fight, bro. Like he could really do some shit, man. He could really have a fucking career here at middleweight. But then I see shit like this, and I'm just like, bro, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're so gifted, bro. Grappling, He's a fucking knockout artist. Like, he can put anybody's lights out. But he just looked like a scaredy cat this fight, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's Paulo Costa, don't get me wrong. He's a scary guy, but he's never looked scared against anybody in the octagon. Why all of a sudden are you fighting reserved against Paulo Costa? And it's not like Paulo Costa was doing anything spectacular. Paulo Costa kept it simple. He kept it so simple with the 1-2s, the leg kicks, the body kicks. Like, he wasn't doing anything that Roman hasn't seen before. And I was just like, honestly, just like pissed off, bro, because I can't keep defending him. I can't keep saying this guy is going to be a middleweight champion one day, and he's fighting guys like this. When you're fighting the top level like this, it doesn't look promising for you. It really doesn't. Yeah. But Paulo Costa had a very, very simple game plan, and it was to limit the length of Roman Kopylov, and that was all he did. He didn't do anything spectacular, bro. Anytime Roman came in, he came in with the body kicks, the leg kicks. That's all Paulo Costa did. Threw the jab out here and there. He kept the power or the fear of the power, I should say, in the pocket. But Roman, man, I don't know, man. I look at him in his last 2 fights. I'm like, dude, where was this guy? Where was this guy? Where was the guy before you fought Fluffy too?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, man. He's such a good talent. And he came from a very interesting background, hand-to-hand combat. So it's an interesting sport. But I keep hearing it like, oh yeah, once Roman gets comfortable in the octagon, he's gonna be a champion one day. It's like, bro, I haven't seen it yet, and this guy's had like 6 fights, like, and he's 34, like. Bro, time is ticking. Time is ticking. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I still like the guy, unfortunately. I still believe in him. But I got like one more fight in me with this guy, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm counting him out from now on.
This is like,
bro, you gotta see the way this guy puts people out, bro. Like, this guy just like, bro, he has it all, bro. He has it all, bro. But he just doesn't put it together well. And I don't think he can, man. I don't think he can, but I don't know. Wasn't a spectacular performance. It wasn't like the most exciting performance from Paulo Costa. It was a pretty one-sided affair, if I'm going to be honest. But
I agree.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought Paulo won all 3.
Yeah, he won all 3. But
yeah, you talked about Roman Kopylov for like 8 minutes, which I did not anticipate. I didn't know you were so high on the guy.
I've been very high on this guy. I had him in the Fluffy fight too. I thought he should have fucking beat Fluffy too, but apparently he didn't want to show up for that fight either. So
I always think people are gonna beat Fluffy, and then Fluffy just beats the shit out of them. So that's kind of how it works. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Paulo Costa. He showed up with a game plan. He executed. He looked like the more conditioned, dangerous, prepared fighter. And Kopylov, I agree, just was a little more reserved, gun shy, wasn't really pushing the pace. And Paulo was a plus 200 going into this. I did not know.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. But all right.
Same stuff, man.
He called out Hamzat, even though Hamzat's fighting for the belt.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a ridiculous call out for being like, what is he, like number 13?
Yeah.
Middleweights. That's a little bit of a ridiculous call out, but hey, I respect it. He was DMing his wife, talking shit, saying really disrespectful stuff. You got when you got the mic, you gotta say what you gotta say, I respect it. Never a hater about it.
Yeah.
But a little ridiculous, but my opinion.
All right, moving on. The fight that I thought should have won fight of the night was this Kevin Holland, Daniel Rodriguez fight, man. This fight was so awesome for 15 minutes. It had everything you wanted. Back and forth. Both guys got hurt. Both guys were tired at the very end.
Yeah.
When you think one guy's winning, the momentum shifts. He gets dropped. Now the other guy's winning. And it just kept like ping pong and back and forth.
Yeah.
By the end, though, Holland had seen some demons.
Yeah.
Holland got chin checked like 4 times. And one of them were so bad where he like froze and then dropped. I was like, we'd never seen Holland that hurt. And he's following some dangerous dudes. And guys even at other bigger, larger weight classes. And D-Rod just crashed him, man. Just chin checked him. And then In the third round, Kevin Holland got him back with an uppercut that didn't even seem like it had all that behind it.
Yeah.
And then down goes Daniel. And then it's like the momentum shifts again. And how
Yeah.
the fuck did they not win fight of the night? Instead,
Yeah, I don't know how this. Who got fight of the night? Was it
Brandon Allen.
Yeah, Brendan Allen. Yeah. Which was a really good fight.
Fair, it was a good fight,
Really
but
good
I didn't enjoy that fight more than I enjoyed this one for me.
Yeah, I'll definitely, because it was hype. You know, it was two very hype guys, and yeah, like you got the knockdowns and the momentum shift. So it was definitely a good fight. I don't know about that unanimous decision though for Daniel Rodriguez. In my opinion, this is one fight that I can confidently say should have been a draw. I really think this fight was a draw. The first round, it was not really that much output from both guys, but they landed equally. Like when you look at it, and I'm just looking at it from the perspective of me just watching the fight yesterday. I'm not looking at numbers or anything, but it looked like a pretty one-sided affair, or pretty I'll say like down the middle, split down the middle for that first round. That second round was all Daniel Rodriguez for sure. That was definitely his round. So you could say Daniel Rodriguez is up one, and then that third round was it was dead even, man. Like Holland got his get back, he got him down, he hit him with the uppercut, like you said, and then got him down again, got on top, and then Daniel Rodriguez finished the last minute 40 seconds of the fight on top. So that's a dead even fight in my opinion. I don't know if people are looking at it that way. I don't know if you're looking at it that way. I'm looking at the numbers now. They even had the same amount of strikes landed.
In the third?
Nah, total, but they're the same exact strikes landed, bro. Holland had a little bit more significant strikes landed, but I'm not looking at it in that way. I don't know, man. What do you think? Unanimous? It was a little. I was like, man, I don't know about unanimous, bro.
Personally, I thought D-Rod won the fight.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that, man. I think this is a dead split, bro.
Yeah, I thought the first round was really close. You can give it to either one of those guys, even if you threw it up a draw, fine. Second round, 100%, 100% was D-Rod's, and you can even make a case 10-8.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But I don't think it was a 10-8. You could make the case. So D-Rod is up one round, going into the third.
Knockdown, it's got to be a 10-8.
Yeah, but then like D-Rod got knocked down in the third, but I don't think that was even close to a 10-8. Like D-Rod really hurt Kevin the second, and then was close to finishing him like a few times. And for me, that warrants a 10-8. Versus Holland didn't really have a moment where I'm like, oh shit, it's over with in the third. And then the way the fight ended with D-Rod on top, I was like, like this could be another even round, or like a really split up the middle round.
That's what I'm saying. That round was a dead, like, it wasn't a dead split for me. Like Holland won that round in my opinion. Like he just did more that round. D-Rod didn't end up on top, but he didn't do enough on top. So I give Holland that round. So it's like that's a split in my opinion. Like Holland gets the third, D-Rod gets the second. The first was up for grabs. Like really, it was nothing in the first round where I'm like, yeah, Holland definitely won that. D-Rod definitely won that. So it's like, and you even said it yourself. Like you're saying D-Rod won, but your explanation's saying that it should have been a split too. But
no, because I think D-Rod, you can make a case that D-Rod not only 10-8'd him in the second, but won the third round.
That dude did not win the third round.
He got dropped, but he wasn't out of the fight. He was still.
Yeah, but how does a guy who gets dropped and just ends up on top for a minute and a half and does absolutely nothing?
Well, he was on his back, and then they ended up getting back to the feet. Remember, and then he kind of got hurt again on the feet, but then recovered and then did damage to Holland.
What damage did he do to Holland?
Go rewatch that third round. Holland was like really bad on his feet and was
tired. From the second round.
yeah, for sure. That's why 10-8, which is down to basically 2 rounds already. So even if you warded Holland the third round, he lost, gang. 10-8.
Okay, yeah, but like, okay, let's say Holland won the third round then.
I don't think he won the third round.
I'm just saying, if you're saying, let's say you give Holland the third round.
Yeah.
That's a split, right?
Nah, because he lost 10-8 in the second. So if you lose 10-8, you're down 2 points. You win a round in the next round, you're still down a point.
Okay, but what's a 10-8 in your eyes? Because like that looked like a 10-8 to me in my eyes.
The third round? just because you go down doesn't make it a 10-8. I feel like in order for it to be a 10-8, you have to be like this close to finishing him. The ref has to be like standing over you, like, is it over with? Is it over with? And then like Holland was hurt multiple times in that second round. He was that wasn't just that one knockdown. Then he got back up and then got hurt again, right back to your feet. Right back down.
Yeah, but you can make the case for D-Rod. He was hurt in the third round.
He was hurt.
It may not have been like in the way that Holland was hurt, but that's just like that's a subjective opinion. Like some people are wearing the hurt a lot different.
The way D-Rod, it was like a flush knockdown in the third round.
Yeah.
Versus Holland fully froze, dropped. Oh, I'm back in this fight. And then got dropped a few minutes later. D-Rod got dropped and was still there, defended, got back to his feet.
Oh, defended's a little, yeah, I don't know, but he rolled over and was able to shell up. So that he was defending, but like Holland defended too. I mean, there's really no case for it, bro. Like there's really no case.
There is a case. Really that's the case. Holland literally was almost finished in the second round, and there was no part of the third round where D-Rod was almost finished.
Oh, come on.
There was no part. There wasn't. He shelled up and then got right back to his feet.
Yeah, but Holland got up too.
Not after getting smashed for like 2 minutes on the ground. And then got back up.
The second round didn't end with him on the back.
It didn't. You're right. He got back up and then dropped. And then they started scrapping on the feet again, and then the round ended.
Yeah, but that's no different that's no different because D-Rod let him get up. So if Holland didn't let him get up. So if Holland let D-Rod get up, we would have got knocked down too, bro. Of course, we didn't get to see that, so I can't make that point, but come on, bro. D-Rod would have got knocked down again.
Now you're saying nothing. Now you're saying nothing for sure, Twin.
Bro, I'm just saying if D-Rod let him get up and he got that knockdown again, it was a smart move. Holland was just like, nah, I got this knockdown. I'm gonna try to finish this guy on the ground. He showed up.
Didn't, and then D-Rod got up to his feet by himself. He didn't need to like an opportunity for Holland to be like, yeah, let's do this again up here.
Well, yeah, he did. Yeah, he defended himself. He did. I'm not saying he didn't do that, bro. But I'm saying like, come on, bro. Like if he willingly let D-Rod up, in that opinion, he probably would have finished him. But like I can't say that though.
Yeah, saying nothing. Saying nothing. It's okay. You're saying nothing.
No, I'm saying I can't say that because it's just like it's fairy tales. Like it didn't happen. So I'm just thinking. I don't know that a lot of people agreed with me though. I've seen a lot of people online saying this was definitely a split. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The crowd reaction definitely didn't see that as a D-Rod unanimous decision.
In order for it to be a split, though, in order for it to be
a drop. My bad. Drop.
In order for it to be a split, though, one of the judges has to give it to Holland.
Yeah. So like,
what if all three of those people just didn't see Holland winning the fight? I didn't see him winning the fight. You didn't see it.
Which is crazy.
I didn't. He got dropped in the first round too. So, like, by your theory, he lost the first round.
Holland got dropped in the first round?
Didn't he get dropped and he like did that like push on the ground sort of thing? That was the first round or second round?
That was the second round game.
So he got dropped 3 times in the second round.
Well, the second drop really was a slip.
Stop it. 10-8. 10-8. 10-8.
That second drop was a slip, in my opinion, bro.
The second drop was the one that literally murdered him. That was the one where like he was going forward and then froze and then got chin check.
Yeah, that was the first one because he got ate by a left hook. That was the first one. He froze and then fell back. D-Rod got on him, and then that second one was like he was going backwards as D-Rod was rushing him. So then he kind of fell back. He hit him though. He hit him on the chin, but like it wasn't like he was already moving backwards. He was dazed. We're chatting about nothing, bro.
Chatting about nothing.
It was a split in my decision. I don't think D-Rod got a unanimous decision.
You D. Let's go, D-Rod. I got you, gang. For the light skins, I got you.
Bro,
honestly, going into the fight,
40 years old, bro. If anything, this is crazy for Kevin Holland losing a fight like this.
I wanted Holland to win. Going into it, I was rooting for Holland, and while watching, I'm like, "Come on, Holland, you're all right, man. Come on, get back to your feet. You're good, man. You're good." I was like,
"You're a hater. You're a hater, bro."
I'm a realist, bro. I tell you what I see. Holland lost.
You're a hater, bro. You're about to say the next fight's fight of the night, bro. I know you're about to say it.
Nah, that poopy, stinky Pitbull Dan Ige. What do you think? Did you love it?
Oh, this easily was the worst fight on the main card. I mean, nobody would disagree with that. This fight sucked, dude. Honestly, and I'm not expecting anything from Pitbull. Like, Pitbull is like, people talk so high of this guy, and he hasn't had an exciting fight yet, and he's fought 2 exciting guys. Like, he's supposed to look amazing in there, and he gets absolutely starched by Yair Rodriguez, which I didn't expect him to do anything in that fight. But then, like, he gets like a stinky fucking win in this fight. Like, bro, this is like, what are you here for? What did you come to the UFC for at 38 years of age to do? Like, did you just come here for money?
They want payday.
Thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page. This guy wants money, bro. This fight sucked.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fight Dan. And honestly, I feel bad for Dan because Dan showed up to fight. And this guy's wrestling and I'm not, it's MMA. I'm not gonna like shit on him, but like, this guy is like, you're supposed to be an exciting fighter, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you came from Bellator. Nobody really knows who you are. And this is the performance you put up.
Yeah. This is your opportunity to introduce yourself to all the UFC world. And this
I got nothing.
That's the funniest line you said, though. He fought 2 fun guys and he laid 2 eggs. That's real. That's real as fuck.
Stinky poopies, man.
Yeah. And Ige did try. He was throwing bombs, but Pitbull just had other plans. Pitbull
didn't want to fight.
Yeah, he just showed up just to stand there. And there was moments where, like, I feel like Dan Ige is so used to being the shorter fighter. Like, he's so used to fighting guys way taller than him, where like he was doing all this additional bouncing around.
Yeah, and he gets a guy finally.
He gets somebody where's like a little shorter than him, where you just march him down.
Yeah,
just march him down. But he was doing a lot of bouncy stuff, which maybe was a part of the game plan. But yeah, Pitbull, I don't know. And then Pitbull afterwards called out Aaron Pico. What?
Who's that guy?
Yeah, it's another Bellator guy coming into the UFC, but Pico's fighting Mosvar next week.
Oh yeah, he is.
That's who he is. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Of all people to call out, you call out a fellow new UFC guy.
Like, nobody wants to see you fight another guy we've never heard of. Like,
he's like, these UFC guys are too tough. Give me my last taste of Bellator comp. Pico's good though. I think Pico's good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see about that.
Yeah, all right.
I got nothing to say on that guy. I don't know his work, but I know Mosvar's work. So
yeah, Mosvar's a man.
I know Mosvar's work, but this fight sucked, man. We probably said more exciting things than what this fight even brought. I got enough on that. We can move on, man, to probably I will say the showstopper of the night, man. This was definitely how do I put it into words? This was definitely the most unexpected underdog win, I'd say, of the card. Like, Kevin Holland's one thing, Roman Kopulov's another one, but this was like, holy shit. What a way to get fucking humbled by the veteran, man. This was like, I was shocked, man, because I haven't said Michael Johnson is going to win this fight in years. I have counted this guy out since before we even started doing this podcast. And that was 5 years ago. Like, how insane was this performance? Like, I don't know. I don't even know how much I can even say about Daniel as opposed to of what I can say to 39-year-old Michael Johnson. Like, Daniel's uber, wow. Like, you got to go back to the drawing board after this. And I'm not shitting on Michael Johnson. I love Michael Johnson. I've always loved this guy. But he's just too damn old to be doing this shit, man. Like, Daniel, come on, man. Like, you're the young guy, man. Like, people are supposed to know who you are, bro. Like, you're like, bro, he's the guy, bro, he's literally the guy in the lightweights where, like, when he came into this division, people were like, yo, this guy is going to do things, man. And then he puts up stinky performances against fucking Esteban. And then we're like, maybe he might be not. Maybe he might not be the truth.
Hold on.
And then, no. But I'm not gonna get it. It was an amazing fight, but I'm just saying like, this is the truth. Like, he's supposed to be the truth, but then he's not winning. But then, like, Dude, this one
was bad.
Man, how do you go from that to this? You know what I mean? That's the kind of like perspective I'm looking at it from. And I don't want to ramble too long because he just sucked last night. That's really what it came down to. And Michael Johnson was on fire. He was on fire, dude. This guy is a decade and some change older than him, bro. That's insane, bro. That's insane. But
yeah, the OGs, man.
The OGs, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't see any world where he should have lost his fight, bro. Like,
agreed. Yeah, he's supposed to be the younger guy. He was way more confident in the press and media leading up to it. Michael Johnson, he just kind of like, he was given confident, but he was also given like, I'm trying to find a reason to get in this kid's head to find an angle because I know I'm going to get my ass smoked.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, Daniel, I don't know the game plan, but he didn't really throw anything with the hands. It was just a lot of body kick, body kick, body kick, body kick. And I thought he was going to set up a head kick, but it just never came. There was like there was one head kick I remember seeing him throw, but it was like in a weird exchange that did nothing. And then he had some spinning attacks that you would think would be vicious, but I don't know. His last fight versus Esteban was a fucking banger. If my memory serves me correctly, that was my fight of the year for last year. So I don't know. Maybe he's a little bit gun shy after that one. Maybe that was a fucking war. So maybe he's like, I don't want to do that again.
I don't know about that, man. Because, I don't know.
I don't know about that either. That's me trying to find something. But this one was weird. I agree with you. Daniel Johnson was supposed to lose this fight, but he fucking put on a great performance. He hurt him. He dropped him. He jumped on top of him, and he did what he was supposed to. Good job for the OGs, eh?
Yeah. It could have been ring rushed. Like, he hadn't been there for quite some time, almost a year, but
he's young. Like, you're young.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to think of like why he showed up like that last night. Is it an injury? Is he sick? Like, I don't know, man. There's no explanation for it. Like, there really isn't. And it sounds crazy I'm saying this because it's just like it's making Mike Johnson look like he sucks. But it's like this is like you can't lose a fight like this. Like this is like it's not a career defining fight for him. I'm not saying like it's over for him, but like you want to show Dana you're ready for the top 10. You want to show Dana you're ready for even a top 15 guy. And you're losing to Mike Johnson like that? Bro, your case is out of the fucking door, bro. You're back to the prelims, bro. You're back to early prelims, buddy. Like, you're not even on prelims anymore, bro. It's over, bro. I don't think it's over. You're not doing main events anymore, bro.
Yeah. He's young, bro. He's 26. This has to be like a moment for him to learn from. Like, Michael Johnson's a vet, Bro. I'd like to be a little bit more nicer than that to a fellow Mexican. You know how much I love their country, dude.
But you can't be nice, bro. You can't be nice. This dude was just 25 2 weeks ago, bro.
Exactly. So he's young, man. Michael Johnson's legit forward.
That makes it even worse, bro.
How many fights has he fought? All right.
More fights than we've been alive, bro.
Good on Michael Johnson, man. Getting that double payday, as deserved.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder where Daniel goes from here. He'll probably be back in a few weeks against somebody on the prelims.
It's to PFL, man. That might be it for him.
All right, man. Vittori and Brandon Allen. What'd you think of the actual fight of the night from Saturday?
Yeah, this was easily the best fight of the card, from my opinion. Of the event. I don't want to say card. Of the event. Yeah, just a banger, man. Honestly, really just a banger. And I wasn't expecting this kind of fight. I'm not gonna lie. I was really expecting more of a grapple heavy fight. But typically, like when you got two guys like this, they usually end up clashing. I feel like when you got two styles that are very grapple heavy. Brendan Allen can definitely stand and bang, and Vittori's a little bit of a meathead, as per se. But I was not expecting his performance, and I know you weren't either. Yeah, just Brendan Allen and Marvin just fucking let it all out. They truly just let it all out. And honestly, Marvin is my respect for Marvin. Every fight, it goes through the roof. Like, this guy is always game, and he might not have the best technique. He might not be like the most exciting striker, exciting fighter to watch. But he's tough, man. He's easily the most tough guy at middleweight, bro. Like, he's so durable. It's impossible to knock this guy out. Like, there was never a moment where I felt like Brendan Allen was really going to finish Marvin. Like, there were like he had his moments where like he was landing clean shots and Marvin just was just like unresponsive to them. But like that's Marvin, bro. Like this guy's fought Israel Adesanya 2 times. Paulo Costa, he survived the storm of Paulo Costa. This guy's insane, bro. Like he's always like game for a fight like this. So I wasn't expecting it though. Like Brendan Allen, I fully expected for it to be a poopy, stinky wrestling exhibition from both of them. But Shane, I was shocked, man. I didn't think this would be fight of the night. But Brendan Allen, a lot of respect for him has gone. My respect for him has gone through the roof. Especially after that last fluffy fight, because that was kind of a stinky poopy, doo-doo stinky caca poopy. But, yeah, he turned it around, made an exciting fight, and that's what you like to see, man. And he's fighting top guys too. Like that's the performance you want to put on. That's the type of performance you put on after you fight a Chris Curtis, a Nasruddin, who's about to fight for a title very soon after these two guys fight for a title. That's how you want to fight. That's how you want to make your case for a Marvin Vettori. So he did his thing, man. You know, he showed out. He was like, hey, man, like, nobody's fucking with me, man. You know, I had a poopy, stinky last fight. I'm gonna turn up and make it an exciting fight for you guys this time. So he definitely did that. But what do you think, man? I mean, I know this was your fight of the night too. So
it wasn't my fight.
Oh, you liked the Holland one more. You did.
Yeah,
This was it for me, honestly.
This was your fight of the night?
Yeah, I would say this is more my fight. I was leaning towards the Holland just because of the knockdowns, but this one was just like a brawl, man. Like these guys were slugging.
They were slugging. Yeah, this was a great fight. I enjoyed this one. And Vettori was wearing the damage like in like the first 90 seconds of the fight. He was cut in multiple places.
Every fight is like that. Dude, he looks like a warrior after every fight. It's crazy.
Vettori, I love to hate on Vettori because I hate his style. His personality seems like just like a cocky asshole. He doesn't seem like my kind of guy, but
he's
I really do respect him for that. Like he's always tough. He always shows up and he always is in your face. And same thing with Brandon Allen, dude. And he meets fire with fire, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And there was a moment in the first round where after he battered him on the feet, he like full on took Vittori's back, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's over with. It's over with." And Vettori was saying all week, "This fight is do or die," and I'm like, "Damn, dude, you're dying in the first 2 minutes." But yeah, Brandon Allen is that guy, and he needed. This was like a must-win for both of these guys. Like they're both coming off losses. Brandon's coming off 2 straight losses. They're like top 7, 8 guys, but you don't want to, you don't want to be down.
You want to make that 3. Yeah, you don't want to make that 3. Not for Uncle Daniel.
Especially against a Vettori that we all know he really sucks. But good on Brandon Allen. Did he have a call out afterwards? I don't remember.
I think I don't know if he had a call out. I know he said he like nobody's fucking with me, like stuff like that. Like he's taking every fight, like generic. I don't think he really called anybody out, from my understanding.
Anybody you want to see him scrap with next?
Fuck, I mean, he's in a tough position, man. Like I said, he lost to Nasruddin, Chris Curtis, right? He lost to Chris.
He beat Chris.
Or he beat Chris. Lost to Nasruddin.
And then lost to Fluffy.
Yeah, so he's in a tough position, man. Like he lost to like a top contender. He lost to like a guy he's ranked higher, and then and then beats a guy that he was just one step behind. I don't know, where does that put him? He's not top 10. It's got to be a top 10 at the next fight for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Vettori was ranked 10. And Brandon Allen was 11, so now he's in the top 10. Ahead of him, there's like the Elite Stay, there's Ohio, is Israel.
Yeah, I don't know if we're seeing Izzy anytime soon, though.
Yeah. I'm like, at this point of Izzy's career, I'm like, who even excites me to see him fight?
I'm gonna say no comment on that, just because.
Yeah, it's your boy. I don't want to hurt you.
I'm saving the tears, man. I'm saving the tears for when that guy drops the gloves. It's not gonna be a pretty. It's not gonna be a pretty day for me, man.
You should come over. We should watch that fight card together.
Stop, man. It's not anytime soon, bro. 3-4 years from now, he's retired, bro.
All right, man.
What's up, man?
Yo, if I'm an Izzy fan, I hope he doesn't hang around. That boy just got smoked, rolled up and smoked by a Frenchman who sucks.
Unpopular opinion.
Go ahead.
Izzy got another run in him.
Very unpopular.
I think Izzy gets the title again.
Welterweight.
I think before Izzy retires, he has a belt in his hand again.
Say that again.
I said before Izzy retires, he has another belt in his hand. And you can quote me on that.
And there's a delusional take of the pod. Let's. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not even trying to be a hater, gang, but that boy's toast.
Oh, come on, bro. He's only 36.
Only? DP.
Well, he's got a lot in the tank, man. He's got a lot left.
DP's 36. DP's 36.
DP ain't no Izzy. DP's 37.
That's fair. He is no Izzy. I don't know, man. I just think these guys are too good, too young. We're going to see RDR just smoke Robert Whittaker this week, and it's going to be evident that, like, it's a new generation's time. It's sorry, old cats. The new guys are taking over. Yeah. Sorry, pal. And your boy Izzy.
I don't think that applies to Izzy, though.
I'm sorry. You know, old garbage must be taken out.
You don't gotta call him garbage.
He's not garbage. Izzy's the man, bro. I'm just trying to get on your nerves, but Izzy's the man, bro. Izzy's the man. I just don't see him having another middleweight belt wrapped around his waist. Maybe a BMF.
Light heavy.
All right. He got to gain weight. He seems not to be able to gain any weight. So if he can't do that, then it's over with.
Yeah. That's all I got on that, man. That's all I got.
Yeah. Anything else?
I only tune in for the main. I saw the Marvin fight, and that was pretty much it for me. So, I have nothing else on the prelims or the early prelims. If you want to talk about anything that you enjoyed on that, feel free, man. The stage is yours.
The floor is always mine because I need all the.
I'm ready to end this, man. I'm ready to end this off with a little Usyk talk.
Let's do it, man. Let's transition to boxing because the prelims were they were a bunch of finishes, but nothing was super spectacular. So let's talk about Usyk because that was a spectacular performance and finish.
Didn't do my boy Joshy like that.
You know, another delusional man. You
know, the delusion Josh like that. 24 rounds with Josh.
The delusion continues.
Like,
you know, can I be honest with you?
Got knocked out twice. That boy QB got knocked out twice.
Can I be honest with you?
Twice.
Fair. You know, good points. Let me tell you this though. I'd rather get knocked out like
twice.
Bro, shut up. I'd rather get knocked out the way Dubois did twice instead of crashing out on the mic the way AJ did. That was such an embarrassing look. I'd rather get knocked out cold, bro. I'm being honest.
To each their own, but he didn't get knocked out twice. He went 24 rounds with that man.
Smoke that Oogie pack, bro. I'm not crashing out on the mic like that, bro. Embarrassing my everything.
Not only that, he did it even quicker this time.
Yeah,
he did it even in quicker fashion.
Round 5, right?
5 measly rounds. Dubois was shook in there. Honestly, I don't blame Dubois for not showing up because Usyk is just on another level. He's in his own league of boxing right now. Dubois showed up prepared. He had everything. He was healthy, great camp. I heard it was a great camp. He came in with confidence. I was watching all the press. I was like, damn, Dubois sounds very convincing. I'm not taking him winning in this fight, but I think it'll be a better performance. And somehow he did worse in the last fight. But you know what? It is what it is, bro, because Usyk, like I said, he's on another stratosphere.
Yeah.
He's on another stratosphere. He is in another category of boxing. But hey, man, he had one good round in this fight than he had in the last fight and this fight combined. And I was at round 3 where, you know, he was landing some right hands on Usyk, and Usyk was like, oh shit, man. Like, oh, this boy can hit. Yeah. This boy can hit. And then he came in with that left hook, and Dubois was like, yeah, that's it for me, man. I don't think I can take many of those.
Yeah, he got
in round 5, he couldn't take another one of those.
He got chinned for real. And that
he
last
got
round,
chinned for real, man. He got chinned for real. You seen the ringside shot of that?
In slow-mo, too. You just see him. It was like a perfect connection. Yeah. Usyk is the man, bro. Usyk is the man. It's like he's playing one sport and everybody else is playing something completely different.
In 2 years' time, Usyk might be. In 2 years' time,
bro, say
we might have to have a conversation, man,
about the GOAT. Well, he just has to
not just a heavyweight GOAT, man. Not just a heavyweight, not just one category, man.
The boxing GOAT?
Time.
What, he has to beat Jake Paul up first?
I think he might have to beat Jake Paul. Then we got to talk. Nah, but seriously, man, he might be like in that Mount Rushmore very, very soon. I don't know how you feel about that, or anybody else watching at this point of an hour-long podcast. Yeah, man, he's doing his laps around heavyweight. Yeah, it's Dubois. Yeah, it's Anthony Joshua, who haven't,
Tyson Fury.
I love Joshua. I love Tyson Fury. I love Anthony Joshua and I love Dubois, but Tyson Fury lapping him, bro. If Jai Opataya moves up and it's like, yo, I took your crown at cruiserweight when you left. Now I'm coming to heavyweight to take your crown, and Usyk shuts his lights out.
GOAT.
Cinema.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cinema.
Honestly, I feel like you can.
He might be in the Mount Rushmore very soon, bro.
I feel like you can make the case right now. The dude's easily the best heavyweight of our generation. Easily,
yeah, for sure. But
and it's not even his natural weight class. He's coming up from another weight class to do this. He's like the greatest of 2 weight classes of his generation.
Okay. What does Usyk have? What else does he have to do?
That's bro. What else is there to do? He knocked out all the best heavyweights of this era, dude.
It would have to be It would have to be Jai Opataya. It would have to be a Bivol. It would have to be a name like that, right? It has to be a name like that. So
Bivol is not fighting Usyk, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But so it's like, what? I think Usyk might find himself in a situation where it's like his career was defined by Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Dubois. And people might say that's not enough. Tyson Fury alone beating him twice is like, oh shit. Knocking the guy out in the second fight is like, oh shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's something.
Agreed.
But then that's just like people are gonna say that years from now. But like, oh nah, Anthony Joshua, bro, come on, bro. Oh nah, man, Dubois, bro, come on, bro. I can hear it now, bro. I can hear the YNs now, bro. Nah, man. Man, he ain't doing nothing, bro.
Those are casuals, and I imagine
Chisora, like, bro, it's just not enough names, bro. He needs more like big names, and boxing just doesn't have that for him right now. At least I have you,
bro. There are a bunch. He already knocked them all out, bro. That's the problem.
I know I'm saying, but like, you gotta really hear me though, bro. Like,
I'm hearing you, but the thing is, if you beat up all the best competition and you beat them twice, what is there left to do? And in the Tyson one, I agree is the most impressive because before he came into this weight class, Tyson was the guy.
Yeah.
Tyson, he beat my boy Wilder twice. He beat your boy once. He beat up that guy. He beat up this guy. Like, he was smashing everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what fight with Usyk so big. Go ahead.
What if he goes and fights Bivol? What if he moves down?
That doesn't excite me, honestly.
That excites me, bro. That excites me.
What does he weigh at heavyweight? 230?
Yeah, he's got to be a fat
40?
boy. Yeah, he's got to be a big boy.
Bro, Bivol's making 175, gang.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
That's 60 pounds.
But then this dude came from cruiserweight, bro. So it's like he could do it.
I don't know, man. To me, it's like you already accomplished everything there is. There's a Joseph Parker. That's another huge fight that people are barking for. So I guess you do that.
think Warren's making it seem like Joseph Parker's like, yo, it's the next guy for Usyk. It's like, no, it's not, bro. He's starching Joe, bro.
He does starch Joe. I agree,
Bro,
but I mean, like,
bro.
it's like you continue beating the best heavyweights of your generation. You just keep beating up everybody, and then the point is gonna be nobody's gonna be left, and it's gonna be, that's definitely the GOAT.
No, I agree. But I'm just afraid, like, when we get to that point and that conversation happens years from now, people are going to make those comparisons. Oh, yeah, Mike Tyson fought these guys. You know what I mean? Like, bro, he can't be the heavyweight GOAT. Mike Tyson was fighting these dudes. Like, bro, it's going to happen, bro.
Anybody that puts Mike Tyson as the heavyweight GOAT just doesn't have a credible argument.
No, I agree, but it's like, people like, bro, like, it's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you, I see it now, bro. They're gonna be like, Usyk just didn't fight like the biggest guys.
Yeah,
he fought who was there. He fought who was available.
But who was available were the biggest guys. People are gonna be like, well, there was no Muhammad Ali, there was no George Foreman of his era, there was no like these big. But I feel like he fought.
I get it.
Yeah, he fought big names, bro. He fought Tyson Furies. He had Anthony Joshua's. He beat some big names.
Yeah,
and I agree. I think the old heads in a few years they're gonna be attached to their guys from the 70s and 60s and 40s, and Rocky Marciano, you know, and all these guys. But it's gonna be Usyk if he continues down this trajectory. Yeah, it's Usyk,
what did you
bro.
think of them 5 rounds? What did you think?
It was awesome, bro. It was
5 was really the best round, honestly. Like, here I go again answering your fucking question.
It's all good, twin. Yeah, it was a great fight, bro. I just keep thinking about the knockout and how flush it was, and how Dubois literally could do nothing, and especially like after their first one, where people are like, it was a knockdown. He got knocked out. You know, it was on the belt line. It wasn't a low blow. That whole argument. And then to respond, smashing his face and shinning him like that, it's like, that's the guy.
He got rocked multiple times. Like, he really was doomed from the start. He got rocked in the second round, came into the third round and recovered from that. Came back, you know, had a decent fourth round, but like fifth round, it was just like, oh my God, this guy's done for.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think the only exciting fight really for Usyk is a third fight with Tyson. I think for this era, and that's probably never going to happen. Tyson's out.
Tyson lost twice, and then the second one
he lost twice. You know what I mean? It's like
he got knocked out the second one, so that doesn't even excite me, dude. I'm like, just Usyk, go beat up Joseph Parker. By the time that fight's done, we'll have another guy. If you still want to hang, exactly. If you still want to hang around, you can fight Zhang. You can fight Jared Anderson if he makes a few wins, or that Bricoli, the fight that guy, bro. Just keep giving him
names, man. It's just like it's just crazy to me. Like, there's really nobody that can beat this guy.
Yeah, these names I'm giving you are really, really sad. They're not like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. There's nothing that exciting here. It's
crazy, bro. It's not like
guys already, Josh. That's the point I'm trying, bro. There's no.
I agree. Like, there's names coming up for Jai Opetaia. Like, there's guys that like Jai Opetaia will have competition with that we're looking forward to. But it's like there's a list of names for Usyk where it's just like, bro, we know how this is gonna end. We know how this is gonna end, and that doesn't excite me, bro. And that's the thing. I'm not excited about Usyk anymore. So no.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch him, but there's just nothing left for him. I feel like in boxing, I feel like he retire.
Isn't that crazy? He's smashed everybody to the point that he's become boring.
Yeah, he's boring to watch now. There's nobody for him.
That's crazy. I don't find him boring, but that's a crazy, crazy observation.
No, you know what I mean. Come on. You know,
yeah.
There's not a guy to challenge him right now.
Agreed. At least there are, but they're not no big names that are gonna like move the needle, bring him closer to like.
You know what I mean? No challenge, bro.
Yeah.
No challenge.
See, yeah. Jakey, little face off, little Jakey poo. All right.
Imagine they actually fucking fight. God.
Yeah.
Salt Bay is fighting
Tony Ferguson.
I seen a very funny post from him in like a Zaxby's, Salt Bay. He was in a Zaxby's. He was like, bro, if you told me 3 years ago I was fighting Tony Ferguson, I would have never believed you.
Yeah, I always thought that the Salt Poppy was a good, like the good boxer
amongst.
Yeah, Salt Poppy. But he was always like the better ones of the influence boxers. But I didn't know Tony Ferguson.
So ass too.
I didn't know Tony Fergie was looking for an influencer fight. You know. I figured he'd like
looking for more money.
I thought he'd do like bare knuckle or like slap before he went down this rabbit hole.
Did somebody ask Dana about that in the post press? Please tell me somebody did, because I'll look for that clip. I want to laugh at that.
Nah, I didn't watch Dana.
What do you think about the late Tony Ferguson fighting influencer boxers? Dana's I know his response would be so funny. He'd be like, that guy needs help. We let him go for a reason, and the fact that he's still fighting blows my mind. Next question. It just sounds like a Dana response. I know he said something like that.
Darren Till's fighting on that card too, right?
Yeah, and that's where we end this from.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he was fighting.
I think it's like Darren Till versus like Rockhold or something.
What happened with Darren Till? He just like silently left the UFC. Like,
yeah, after a fun fight with DDP, remember that?
Yeah, like it just silently leaves. Like, what happened there?
You remember he was like Hamzat's sidekick for a little bit and then just left. They were like sitting on top of the cage together. Remember that iconic photo?
I do remember. Yeah, I do remember that. That was the funniest fucking
bromance.
Yeah. He got like injured like every camp. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, and then he got super fat. Remember, he was a big boy at one point. But yeah, now he's doing influencer boxing, I guess.
Anything for the Benjamins, man.
That's real.
Anything for the Benjis. All right, man. We're going down that path.
Yeah, before
Shakur had a very good fight recently. Shakur Stevens had a very good fight recently. Bam, undisputed, undisputed now.
Pound for pound,
incredible, man. At 20 years of age, man, youngest boxer to be undisputed. Incredible.
Say that shit again. He's what? 20 what?
20, right? Yeah. Wait, is that 20?
No, you saying it bad. You saying it. I don't know how old he is exactly. I don't think he's 20 though. Let me see. 25. He's a youngin. For sure he's a youngin.
Youngin, bro. Youngin, man.
He said 20.
He's got to be the youngest at this point to unify the flyweights, right?
Yeah. He got to be unify any division. I would say he's probably the youngest.
I think that Haney beat him out at that, but
my fault, Dev. Sorry. Hey, my bad. But yeah, Bam's the fucking boy, man. And anytime he fights, I like to get on here and kind of give him a little hype. He's the fucking man.
Yeah.
To me, the only person ahead of him on the pound for pound list is Usyk. I used to maybe say Inoue's ahead of him, but Inoue doesn't have as many belts as him. Inoue hasn't done the things that this kid has in the short amount of time he has. And
he's fighting a big name soon now, my boy Ahmed Aliyev.
Oh yeah, two of your boys.
Banger, man.
That's who Inoue's fighting, right? That's a banger for sure. That's a banger in a weight class close to Bam. So I feel like this is the big super mega fight.
Yeah, it feels like it's coming, man. See, this is the shit I'm talking about, bro. This is the shit I'm talking about, man. You can't have conversations like this about Usyk anymore, bro. This is what excites me now. This is what gets my blood pumping, bro. These are the fights, bro. Usyk, move down and fight Biv, man. Move down and fight Bivol.
Damn.
Bivol Usyk in the chat, baby.
Easy. Got them veins poking out of your neck. Gonna pop that choker of yours.
You scared, Usyk? Huh? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, is that fake Sterling on your neck, bro? At least my shit's gold, baby.
Yeah.
I'll wear a gold fucking
choker. Wear that shit. Wear that shit. Wear that shit. Easy though. Don't get too angry. You're gonna fucking that shit's gonna rip off your neck.
I just get excited, man. When the fights are good, the real me comes out.
Respect. Now we love to see the real you. But yeah, Bam's the man, bro. Bam, he's so clinical, technical, awesome footwork, great hands, power. He just does everything in the ring, bro.
Yeah. Quit hopping on him, man.
Yeah, say what you want. Do it, bro. That dude, that Bam Bam's the man, bro. And probably one of my favorite boxers to watch today. Honestly, there's great boxers out there, but Bam's that's elite. That's elite.
I agree. He's good. He's great.
All right, I'll get off of
it.
We'll
see when he get. We see when we get it. We get him in with.
Yeah, you're right.
We get him in the ring with Inoue, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he's really Bam.
You're right.
He's really Bam in Inoue, man. We'll see
you're right.
If he's really Bam.
Yeah. See if Inoue can Bam. Like to see that?
Bam, that bum too. Remember him?
Bam on a bio.
Bam, your boy in the UFC.
A great return, bro. He'll be back.
You've been saying that for years, buddy.
All right, man. Let's get out of here, man. Yeah, Pacquiao. He got a draw at 50 years old. Props to him.
Mario Batista. Oh man.
Fucking Mario Batista.
Pack it up, eh?
Yeah, go back to the UFC, Batista. Nah, Barrios, man. Barrios, come on, man. We was expecting you to run through this Pacquiao guy at this stage.
It's my favorite part.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank you to listeners. If you made it to this part of the pod, Josh and I greatly appreciate the support. What are we, 2 hours in? Nobody's still listening.
And I was 15, man.
Yeah. Follow on the socials, subscribe on YouTube, rate 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. And catch us on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll be previewing this UFC card this weekend, some boxing that we'll touch on, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a few days. Till then,
brother.
Free Palestine.